I, Sandra Prunella Mason, do swear that I will well and truly serve Barbados.
55 years after gaining independence from the UK, Barbados cuts its last formal tie to its former coloniser. The Royal Standard flag lowered and replaced by the Presidential Standard, marking the end of the Queen's reign on this island and a new future under a Barbadian-born head of state appointed by the Barbadian Parliament.
Our country and our people must dream big dreams and fight to realise them.
Prince Charles invited as a guest of honour amongst the likes of pop star Rihanna. He used the moment to acknowledge Britain's role in the slave trade.
From the darkest days of our past and the appalling atrocity of slavery, which forever stains our history, the people of this island forged their path with extraordinary fortitude.
It was unusually stark language from the UK, but disappointed those holding out for a formal apology.
Prince Charles is part of the royal family. The royal family contributed to slavery. The royal family benefited from slavery financially. And many of our African brothers and sisters die in battle, for change.
It was in the 1620s that British settlers arrived in this paradise, and they went on to build vast fortunes from the sugar and the slave trades. Calls for compensation for that dark period in British history grew louder during the Black Lives Matter protests, as did the push to a republic.
Clearly people in Africa, in this region, in all parts of the world, still feel that profound sense of injustice, and it's quite right that we recognise that we are determined that such a thing could never happen again.
The Queen is still head of state in 15 countries around the world, and Republican movements in those nations will be looking at what's happened here in Barbados and hoping that this will add momentum to their own campaigns.
Well, Max Foster joining us live from Barbados. Weather looks good. What does a country get out of being part of the Crown? And was this decision to leave controversial, Max?
It was controversial. I think it was seen as inevitable that it would happen at some point. There's some controversy around the timing of it. Perhaps the government rushed this through sooner than it needed to happen. Some concern that the President was appointed by Parliament, voted for by Parliament, but that the public wasn't given a say on who that President should be. And some campaigners have said to me, it's a real shame that the public didn't have their chance to be involved in this moment of history, but broadly they're very supportive of what happens here. There is some concern looking forward, apart from the excitement about the independence, about the trade ties that the island has with the UK, some concern that they're becoming too reliant on Chinese investment. Actually, you speak to a lot of younger people and they do talk about this concern about Chinese investment on the island. Perhaps they should be sticking with the UK, but at the same time they don't want to be having the Queen as head of state. So it's a complicated, layered cultural debate here. But I'd say broadly, people are happy that it's now a republic, not necessarily happy with the timing of it.
Some celebs in attendance, including Rihanna. Explain.
Well, Rihanna, you drive around Barbados and her picture is everywhere. She's in the graffiti, she's in posters. She is the nation's sweetheart. She is a huge megastar here. She's Barbadian, of course. But I think what was very interesting last night is that the President's first honour that she conferred was to Prince Charles, gave him a Freedom Award, which some found controversial. But the second one she gave out was to Rihanna, calling her a hero of the nation. And she is now up there for those big national events. She'll be sitting there alongside the likes of Prince Charles. But I think the messaging there was really, this is someone who's been hugely successful, and she's young and she's dynamic and she really points to the future. So I think this was, this was a Barbadian story, not necessarily just about Rihanna. It was about what the future could hold for Barbados.